Quite some time ago, I finished the DYNAFLOW Banjo pot. Here it is right here. I think she's a beauty. I've been waiting for a neck for it. I've got a friend who is going to get me a neck, and it's one that I'm familiar with, and it's a real fine neck. But I've come across this one. This is not a real fine neck. It's kind of a cheap old neck, but it's got everything. It's got the tuning pegs on there, and the 5th string peg, and the nut is in place, and the 5th string nut, and a nice straight fretboard, and it's not at all an expensive neck. But I got to looking at it, the back side of it here is shaped just right. I actually stuck it on the banjo pot, and it just fits beautifully. Even looks like it would have about the right angle to it. So I got to thinking, well, if I wanted to put this on here, normally I would drill a hole and put a dowel stick that would go all the way through the pot, and I'd have to cut a big old hole here. But what I could do instead, since this is basically an aluminum ring with plenty of strength to it, is I could put me a screw like this into it. One side is threaded like a wood screw, the other side is threaded like a metal screw. I could put that pin, that bolt right into the heel here, and then literally I'm going to have to go on my grinder and grind off a little bit of this fretboard that hangs over right here because it would get in the way of this. But I could literally just bolt this neck right on this baby, and then I could go to the other side, drill a small hole and hang my tailpiece and string this up and play it. And then later on, when my buddy gets me that other neck, I could put it on here, you know. I mean, just because I put this one on doesn't mean I couldn't put a real neck on it later. And I'm kind of inclined to do that just because it'd be kind of fun to string this up, play it, see what it sounds like. I've worked on it quite a long time. It's been a project that I've been working with a long time, and so I may just do that. It seemed like it might be kind of quick and easy and fun, and by golly, that's what I'm going to do. We'll see how it works out. Okay, I've got the neck threaded and I've got that bolt in place on it, and you know, I didn't have any idea how cheap of a neck it really was till I started grinding it. I ground this part of the fretboard off, and when I did, this is the plywood fretboard with a ebony veneer on top of it. I have never seen a fretboard made out of plywood before, so you know, cheap. When you talk about cheap, that's like super cheap, so that's okay. I can live with that. It looks like they glued a piece of mahogany on the tailpiece because they were smart enough to know that otherwise, if you drill the hole in this, it would have broke off, but it was strong enough down here to hold it. It also looks like a good piece of some kind of hardwood underneath the fretboard, so I guess that'll do. It doesn't matter much. You know, I bought these knowing they were cheap necks with the idea that I was going to put them on some banjos, and I mean some gas cans and things like that. But anyway, since I got this one all threaded up good, I'm going to mark my hole in my DYNAFLOW banjo pot here and drill it and slide this baby in place, and I can adjust it by shimming up under that once I get that on there. And heck, won't take long. We'll have us a banjo put together here that we can at least hear what this tone ring sounds like. That'll be wicked cool. Okay, I got this thing mounted on here. My eyeball tells me that's about the right angle because the neck should kind of go at a downward angle away from the pot so that you have enough room to have your bridge and your banjo string there. I've basically shoved a couple of pieces of little cut off leather belt right in here, and I should be able to adjust this to just about where I want it. I'm going to leave that go for now, and I have this, which is a pretty nice old no-knot tailpiece that I was going to put on the other end of this, and I'm gonna study on how I want that to fit, and then we'll mount that up. And heck, once I get that on there, there's nothing to keep me from throwing some strings on it and seeing what she sounds like.